Hey everybody, Abba and Preach is going viral for all the crazy things that they just said literally about yesterday. But before we see what the thing that they said, let's look at the video that triggered this response.
That sells drug, good or bad? Bad. How about the murderer? How about the one who commits adultery, zina? What about the one who rapes a child? What about the one who drinks alcohol? Good or bad? This person, one person that commits all of these sins, he commits all of these sins on a daily basis, but he prays, is better in the eyes of Allah than the one that doesn't commit any of these sins but doesn't pray. That's so true.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
These scales were very unjust, right? Because first of all, how can a man of God be okay with living like this in the first place? I'm talking about a true man of God. So naturally, just on a baseline level, this individual is not a man of God, first of all. But let's look at Abba and Preach's response to this.
Religion, you know what I mean? So that changes too. Pretty extreme, whatever.
This is the Al Capone bike logic. If you pray for a bike, you'll never get it. But if you steal a bike and ask for forgiveness, it's morally okay.
And I love this logic, right? Because this speaks to the very hyper grace community. And Christians, there are a lot of Christians who believe in this. Well, as long as I just pray and ask for forgiveness, I am okay. But not knowing God is requiring us to turn away. That's what a true repentance is, to turn away from those things. And I'm guilty of doing this. And this is what we call abusing God's grace. And Christians should not ever do these things, right? Because if you're okay with abusing God's grace, you should start questioning whether you are actually transformed.
That's what I feel. And I'll be honest with you, and I say this very comfortably. If heaven or God truly operated this way, send me to hell. If you could truly go by your day and force yourself on children, and as long as you pray 5 times, you're doing good,
I don't want to be.
Send me to hell. I say this very earnestly. There is never a time in my life where I ever want to feel like prayer is some kind of get out of jail free card. Like just doing the action but not doing the labor in your day-to-day life means anything. I refuse to believe that God would ever be the type of person who would give people a set of values to live by, but said you can throw all those shit in the trash so long as you pray to me 5 times a day for my. I just couldn't understand that. Maybe I can't wrap around it. Maybe it's not for me.
Right. And I know that's a harsh reality to bite, right? But I also want to address the fact that God is more concerned with the soul and the spirit of somebody rather than the appearance of holiness or the appearance of having to save face in front of other humans. Let me explain. Let's read these scriptures real quick. Matthew chapter 23, starting at verse 27 through 28. And it reads, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you are like whitewashed tombs, which on the other side appear beautiful, but inside they are full of dead men's bones and all uncleanliness. So you too outwardly appear righteous to people, but inwardly you are full of hypocrisy and lawlessness." So you see here, Jesus is so like, whoa, because this is like, woe to you, Pharisees. Woe to you, Pharisees. Because if you read that whole chapter, Jesus is digging into these Pharisees and Sadducees because they have an appearance of holiness, but inwardly they're dead because they oppress the poor. They oppress people who's just trying to seek God for all they have, but they're only doing it for selfish gain, right? So this speaks to this situation where a person that appears to be a man of God or a woman of God could actually be a wolf. So let's not be like this Muslim brother who thinks that it's okay to treat and live any kind of way as long as we do ritualistic things, but actually honor God with our body, our mind, and our spirit, as well as love those around us. but push them to the love of Jesus Christ. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. But until next time, grace and peace.